for some women's doubles action now at the Selkirk Kansas City Open. After Alshon and Patrick Quinn put on a show, four outstanding talents about to battle here on Humana Championship Court. It is men's and women's doubles day leading up to Championship Sunday. You get a look at Kaitlyn Christian, the former USC Trojan, 32-year-old. She's made some noise here, had an impressive win in singles over Catherine Parento just a couple days ago.
Yeah, an incredible athlete and mover. Right now, not quite a single specialist, but that is her best event, but showing that she can play in women's in and mixed on the Arizona Drive and here with Tammy here in the first round.
Talk about Tammy Emmrich's game and where it's at right now. She's playing with confidence.
Yeah, only 2 years into her professional pickleball career. She was a former professional tennis player. Her and her husband, Martin, play in both MLP and the PPA.
Point. So the first point of the match scored as you look at Genie Bouchard. She has been to the mountaintop in professional tennis. Once a finalist at Wimbledon, semi-finalist at the Australian Open and French Open as well. Has chosen the sport of pickleball, and she is making strides one step at a time.
For sure, she's racking up some singles wins, really getting accustomed to the patterns that are pickleball specific, and then her and Layne recently are giving some kind of quality mid to high teams some battles here in doubles. Shaky start to begin, but ultimately they're finding their strokes, and they're definitionally just ball makers, making people play.
Layne Sleeth, originally from Toronto, Canada. Tremendous career at the University of Oklahoma playing tennis, and very athletic, again, turning a lot of heads in MLP recently.
Yeah, she's done really well in MLP, especially on the women's side. She's so athletic and rangy. She gets everything back. It's not quite sometimes the smoothest or the most traditional form, but she makes balls. The men got started here a little bit earlier today, so this is the first round for these ladies. The draw is a bit smaller than other tournaments, so most of these teams coming right out the gate with no bye.
Point. (4-0-1). Second serve.
A much more cordial and quiet match so far compared to what we just had for 45 minutes.
Yeah, the dust has certainly settled, at least for the time being. As Sleeth sneaks a shot in there, and Sleeth and Bouchard looking to get on the board here, the 19th seed.
Yeah, last match certainly felt like a pickleball event that was finding its own energy and differentiation. This kind of feels a little bit like a tennis exhibition to start.
Oh, well placed by Kaitlyn Christian.
Yeah, Tammy and Kaitlyn, I think going into this, just need to make Genie and Layne play at the kitchen around the softer stuff and prove that they can do that kind of time in and time out.
0-4-2.
Drop shot. Good job by Sleeth getting there. Oh.
Point.
Safe to say, Ryan, this match is full of tennis accolades on both sides.
100% true. They certainly could play the name game with all their junior tennis players and or professional teammates.
1-4-2. Side out.
Just a little bit of low energy here from Genie and Layne. Have to find a little bit of a jump start.
And well done by Emmrich, scoring another point. It's 5-1. Last year in women's doubles, it was Catherine Parento and Annalie Waters taking home gold. Anna Bright and Megan Dizan finished in second place.
Drew, I'm not quite sure we're going to have as many upsets today
6-1-1.
in gender doubles as we did yesterday. I think that was 7 or 8 very notable ones, but one we're tracking in development. AJ Kohler and Brandon French taking game 1, 12-10 off of JW and Dylan out there on grandstand. So
7-1-1.
that's Lob City creative mischief between AJ and Brandon.
Point.
That on that back
Timeout.
line.
Receiver.
Sleeth wants to
8-1-1.
call timeout here, and her and Bouchard will go to the bench. So a couple other storylines we're following. How about Jade Kawamoto and Lucy Kovalova, the 4 seed, just their 3rd tournament together. They have reached the quarters and the semis in the first 2 that they have competed with each other. And Jessie Irvin and Andrea Koop also getting a chance to play together. Remember that MLP experiment that
Yeah,
they thought was going
was in
to
the past now.
Yeah. Coop traded away.
I think a lot of folks have an eye on the 6th seed of Leah Jansen and Tina Pisnik. They become friendly and certainly have some good reps together. So Leah can bring the aggression. Tina's going to get you there, going to bail you out, and we'll see what they can do on their side of the bracket.
15 seconds. One timeout.
And it would only be
15
fitting
timeout.
for Kate Fahey to go deep today. She has been crushing it this weekend. She'll be in the singles championship tomorrow against Brooke Buckner, but she had 2 upsets with Patrick Kauka yesterday in mixed.
8-1-1.
Yeah, Fahey has been one of the stars here in Overland Park for sure.
Second serve. Eight, 1-2. Point. Nine, 1-2. Side out.
Sleeth and Bouchard trying to get things going here.
1-9-1.
That one hit long, so
Second
Emmrich
serve.
right now just pounding away.
Yeah, Layne and Genie doing a good job of trying to extend the point, but against Kaitlyn and Tammy, they're just too powerful. So any kind of chest-high
1-9-2.
ball, they're trying to put down hard and away. Good job
Right
there,
out.
though, getting to the line with a nice drive-drop combo.
Nine, 1-1. Second serve. Nine, 1-2.
Oh,
Point.
just short that time. Sleeth and
Game
Bouchard.
point.
Good firefight going, and now it is game point.
10-1-2.
And there it is, just inside the line. All Christian and Emmrich in that game 1.
Yeah, 10-minute breeze there for Tammy and Kaitlyn, just making them play. Nothing. We don't quite see that in the main draw all that much, but anything happens. So let's look for Layne and Genie to try to make an adjustment and bounce back.
So all Emmrich and Christian. Let's go to game 2 here on Pickleball TV. The team of Bouchard and Sleeth looking for answers here as we begin game number 2. at the Selkirk, Kansas City Open alongside
15
Ryan
seconds.
Dewigeon, General Manager of the Texas Ranchers. I'm Drew Felios. So excited to have you along for the ride on Pickleball TV. Hope
New
you had a
ball,
great
game 2,
National
time in.
Pickleball Day as well
0-0-2.
on Thursday.
Side out.
So Tammy Emmrich to serve, originally from South Africa.
0-0-1.
Also competed for Belgium 5 times at the Billie Jean Cup. Billie Jean King, that is, of course. And tagged that time as Bouchard.
One zero one.
Good speed up there from Kaitlyn down the line.
Brian, you mentioned the energy, the vibe.
Or the lack of it.
Fair to
I know,
say.
it feels, maybe it's a little bit of the come down from our previous match, for sure. I think that set the tone, and everything's relative.
2-0-1.
But here, Genie and Layne just look a little bit sleepy, like kind of like the warm-up rec match that you have with your buddies.
Second serve. Two zero two. Side out.
And that's going to get called out there by Bouchard.
Zero two one. Second serve. Zero two two.
So Emmrich
Side
and
out.
Christian just dialed in here. Another side out, and it's another sequence where Christian and Emmrich just do not allow Sleeth and Bouchard to get on the
2-0-1.
board.
Point. Three zero one.
Good aggression
Point.
there from Kaitlyn again. Kind of getting a neutral / deadish dink, so not afraid to just initiate that and be ready for a weaker block.
4-0-1. Second serve.
Good try. I think she had caught. She kind of mentally pretzeled Genie. She was covering middle.
4-0-2. Point.
Another point for Christian and Emmrich.
Certainly not their best day of play today, so I don't
5-0-2.
mean to harp on it as an example, but it does show kind of, you know, it isn't a copy paste from tennis to pickle. You know, there's quite an adjustment to be made. Obviously, singles is that easy on-ramp that folks can be quite effective in so quickly. But when it comes to doubles,
6-0-2.
engendered or mixed, there's just a lot of decision-making and a lot of soft stuff that has to be really learned out there in a tournament setting.
Side out.
Another side out here to Sleeth and Bouchard.
0-6-1.
Still a goose egg on the board.
Second serve. 0-6-2.
Oh, Kaitlyn
Side
Christian
out.
again.
Six, 0-1.
And
Point.
Kaitlyn Christian, 2013, she was an NCAA doubles national champion at USC. She has
7-0-1.
won the hardware before.
Point.
I've never seen a losing team smile as much as this
8-0-1.
Drew.
Second serve.
It all feels very chill out here right now.
8-0-2. Point.
Another point, now 9-0, and we are on the verge of a game 2 pickle here.
9-0-2. Side out.
Bouchard taking part in the pickleball event in Austin a few days ago, or Aspen rather, Colorado.
0-9-1.
Probably just a bit cooler than my hometown of Austin is right now.
You think?
Point. One, 9-1.
So first point on the board for Bouchard and Sleeth.
Second serve. One, 9-2.
Just leaving it up, and
Side out.
Christian taking advantage every time.
Nine, 1-1. Second serve.
That one goes wide.
Nine, 1-2. Side out. One, 9-1. Second serve.
It's a good get by Sleeth there to send back that big overhead.
1-9-2. Point.
Another point. Crowd trying to spark Sleeth and Bouchard here.
2-9-2.
And
Genie
another.
Bouchard.
Two.
And there's the
Side
answer
out.
from Emmrich.
Nine, 3-1. Second serve. Nine, 3-2.
Emmrich's got to go get it. Finally, Christian the finish.
Point.
That's a great point, though.
Match point.
Good battle from both of those teams.
And now match point
Coming to Layne.
for the 15th seed.
10-3-2.
And there it is.
Game match, 11-3.
Tammy Emmrich, the final point, 11-3 in game number 2. So 11-1, 11-3, all Emmrich and Christian. Moving along here at the PPA Selkirk Kansas City Open. Much more after the break.